Hello and welcome to another Stamp with Amy K Facebook Live. And I'm just out here just checking to make sure that I'm live. Sorry, I know I've got my arms in the screen, but just checking to make sure that I am live, where I would like to be out on my business Facebook page, which it looks like I am. And I just wanted to check in and show y'all that the UPS man showed up not too terribly long ago, and he brought a few little goodies from the new, well, kind of a lot of goodies from the new August to December 2020 mini Stampin' Up! Catalog. So demonstrators got to order yesterday, and if you are wondering, yes, I did do accidentally overnighted my stuff, and yes, it ended up here this morning. So I'm very, very excited about that. So I can show you the catalog cover. I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet, but please know that if you are a customer of mine, I have ordered your catalogs, and I will be shipping them out to you just as soon as I get them in my sweaty little hands. So hopefully, I did accidentally hit the overnight button again. So, anyhow, so yes, it is here. And so I've got all sorts of things to show you. And if this ends up being too long, I may have to kind of cut it off and come back later because I don't want it to be like a 4-hour long video. So I'll try to hurry. But anyway, so this is the new catalog cover. And again, if you are a customer of mine, this will be coming to you very soon as I get my hands on the catalogs that Stampin' Up! And I've already dropped my first thing on the floor. Anyway, so yes, my table is completely covered in stuff, so I know I'm going to be banging things around, and I do apologize about that. But I wanted to show you everything. So first things first, I thought we'd kind of go through and start by season. And we've got a product suite, and it is the beautiful autumn stamp set. And sorry, all the racket for the punches. I didn't pull them out of the bag, which I should have. But we've got some coordinating punches with it, and these are the Autumn Punch Pack. So it is a set of 3 punches. Hopefully you can see them. I don't know if it's easier to see them flipped over or right side up, but they are little leaf punches and an acorn punch, and they coordinate with a beautiful autumn stamp set. I love the fonts in this. I love the little floral, or the autumn images, so it's a fantastic stamp set. So we've got a stamp set bundle. So these are bundled together. It's a punch pack and stamp set. And then with that, in the same product suite, it's one of the bigger suites that they have. They have the basket weave metallic ribbon combo pack. And this has got some beautiful copper ribbon in it. Hopefully you can see that. And then a little bit of, I should have looked at the colors on the paper. I think it is mint macaron, if I am correct on that. But we'll look at it in a second. I'm almost positive it's mint macaron. That is the kind of basket weave look ribbon in this. So that is some beautiful, beautiful ribbon. And then comes the designer series paper. And it is the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. And the colors are Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Mint Macaron, and Very Vanilla. It is a specialty paper because it's got some foiling, metallic foiling in it. It has got bronze, copper, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, bronze, copper, and gold foiling on some of the sheets in this. So hopefully you can see it on camera, but it is beautiful, beautiful paper. So this is one side. Other side is striped on this one with the colors in it. So here's some more of the foiled paper. This is the mint macaron, and it looks like the gold foiling. And then the other side is some beautiful fall leaves. Then we've got some foil acorns and leaves. Very pretty. So yes, it's beautiful. And then the other side is one of those, is it herringbone? I think is that the name of this pattern. I'm not all up on my fabrics and such, so those who know their fabrics better can probably tell you. This one is a really pretty metallic. This is the Cajun Craze in there, so hopefully you can see that. Opposite side has got the acorns and the leaves on it. This one I love. It's got the foiling in it. This looks like the copper foiling, or maybe brass, I'm not entirely sure. But it's mint macaron for the background on it. And then the back side has got your, I know, again, I'm sure I should know the name of this, but I don't. I know it's a specific pattern, and it's one of the common fall patterns, but I don't know. Anyway, Early Espresso. Oh, and then we've got some little pretty foiled pumpkins and gourds and that sort of thing. So some nice fall images in this one as well with Cajun Craze. And then the backside is a very much a neutral, just with crumb cake, and it looks like a little splattering houndstooth. Yeah, see, I know you all are so good at this, and I'm like, I don't know, it's one of those fall patterns that you see a lot. So anyhow, so that is the beautiful, beautiful designer series paper. And we've also got some little acorn trinkets, embellishments, and they've got a little kind of, you can tie them to bows and that sort of thing for packaging. I don't know that they would work very well on cards because they are kind of thick. The other thing is they've got some kind of weight to them. They're not like the typical little trinket type embellishments we've had before where they're really lightweight. They're kind of heavy. I mean, I was sort of shocked when I picked up the package. It's not like it weighs 5 pounds or anything, but definitely it's, they're kind of nice weight. So Catherine is asking, do you think that some of the punches will match some of the patterns? Well, let me find one quickly. And my guess is that they will, because they look pretty similar in size. Of course, now I got to find one that's on an edge because I didn't cut it ahead of time. So yep, it definitely looks like they are going to fit. Hopefully I can get it in the screen right. But yep, they definitely are going to fit some of the papers in here. So this one I'm sure will fit. This leaf I'm sure will fit this one. The acorn I'm sure will fit this one. And there are lots of other designs in here as well that had those same images on it. This one I'm sure is going to match as well because they all are, it's the same size. So I'm sure that those are all going to match and punch out as well. So very nice. Awesome catch on that. I hadn't paid attention to that. So, all right, so there's one more piece to this suite. This was what I was most excited about when I actually opened up the fall suite. I'm like, oh, brushed metallic cardstock. Oh, it's really pretty. I'm sure that the camera is not going to pick it up nearly as beautiful as it is. It is brass, copper, and gold in color, and it's brushed metallic. I don't know how well you can see kind of the little brush strokes through it, but it is beautiful paper, beautiful, beautiful paper. So again, I know that on camera it doesn't ever look nearly as nice as it does in person, but let me tell you, you need a couple packs of this at least. And it coordinates as well with the metallic in the regular designer series paper pack. So let me set this suite of products aside here, and I do apologize, but I got so much stuff that I kind of am going to have to shuffle things around a little bit, so give me 1 second to set that suite aside, and then I'm going to pull over the Halloween suite of products that we have. So there we go. Some pretty, pretty things in here as well. So we'll start with the Hallows Night Magic stamp set. Hopefully, I guess, I'm hoping you can see that on the screen. Loving the fonts in this one as well. Again, just kind of your general Halloween images in it. And we have a set of coordinating dies, so yay. This cuts around this. So we're going to have, although I'm not sure whether it's the bigger or the little one. I think it might be the little one. Oh. Yep, so the littler one fits right around the stamped image, and then this one will be nice for layering. So these are coordinating dies that go with it. There's a die that cuts out your spider, a die that cuts out the bats, and then here's one that will do some edging, as well as there's a floral die in here as well. Hey, Karen, thanks for joining. So, all right, so we've got the stamp set and coordinating dies. Again, it's Hallows Night Magic is the stamp set, and Halloween Magic dies are the name of the dies. So that is a bundle together. And also in this suite, we have the Cobwebs 3D embossing folder, which is very cool. Again, I don't know how it's easiest to see it, whether it's easier to see it on here or when I hold it up, but it's definitely a good embossing folder. It's one of the 3D, so it's a little bit thicker, so it's going to give you a little bit deeper embossing on it as well. Next up, we have the iridescent pearls. So let me open up the packaging on those. Hey, Jennifer, glad that you're here as well. And Debbie, I see you're here as well. So thanks for joining today. So here are some of the iridescent pearls. They're, again, they're kind of a purpley, blue, black, green. There's all sorts of colors in them, so definitely very cool. And I think these will work for way more than just Halloween. So, some really pretty pearls. And then we have the metallic mesh ribbon, and I don't know how well you can see it, but isn't that cool ribbon? I can't wait to start playing with this and kind of tying some bows. I think it'll be nice for packaging. It is obviously a little wider, but it's very cool ribbon. So, and again, one of those that I think you could easily use for your Christmas and, you know, general holiday packaging. So, hey, Holly, glad that you're here as well. I see Christy is here. So, and Marilyn just got home. Glad to see. Yep. So, lots of goodies coming. So, the next thing that we have is a pack of Designer Series paper. And of course, I flipped it backwards. I don't know. It's the Magic in the Night Designer Series paper. The colors are Basic Black, Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze, Pretty Peacock, and Whisper White in this pack of paper. So this is one of the designs. Cajun Craze, again, it looks a little spider webby looking. Although you could probably, you may not be able to get away with using that as a more general, but to me, this doesn't like scream Halloween. So you could probably use that for just about anything. And we got some bats on the back, and because I'm sure that y'all are wondering as well, my guess is that, yep, these are going to fit as well. So you're going to be able to cut out the bats with either the stamped bats or the bats out of the Designer Series paper. So definitely a nice little bonus there. All right, so that's one page. And this one definitely looks more Halloween-y to me. I don't know if you can see, but there are spider webs in here, kind of mixed in with the floral. So it's that kind of, I don't know, Victorian look, I guess. Maybe that's not the right word for it. But to me, that's what it looks like. It's kind of that really older style, Victorian is the term, and maybe I'm wrong on that. So, all right, now we've got some black and white striping on the back of this one. Some more floral images that, again, this I think you could do, well, although there's little tiny spider webs, now that I look closely, it's kind of, they almost look like they're embossed in the background of it, but they're not. So it's just really light. You can see little spider webs in there in the floral image, kind of back behind in the black. So very pretty. And then this one looks a lot like the first one that I showed you, only in black and white, which is cool. This one is beautiful, and actually I think you can use this one for way more than Halloween. To me, this doesn't look Halloween at all. I mean, it's definitely black and white, but I think you could cut it up and color the backgrounds and color the flowers and do all sorts of pretty things with this one. So I do love that piece of paper. On the back side of it, we've got some little bats. Again, kind of a sky look to it. Very cool. And then next up, this is the Pretty Peacock paper. And again, to me, this one doesn't scream Halloween, so I think you could use this one for just about anything. You like the floral one too, it's very pretty. And then this one, again, to me, this does not look Halloween. It's beautiful black and white paper that you could use for Halloween, but to me, this doesn't say Halloween only. So again, I think this one will be fun to kind of color on with blends and that sort of thing and see what we can do with that. And then here we've got our creepy crawly spiders. Of course, can't get away without having creepy crawlies. It's Halloween after all. And then the back side of that one is just an argyle. And again, this one, it is Halloween definitely, but I think you could use this one a little more widely as well and not just for Halloween. So the last piece of this suite is some black glitter paper. Now, I know that don't freak out over glitter paper because sometimes glitter paper can be a little messy. This is not one of those. So, I mean, there's some of it's really, really sheddy glitter paper. This is not. This is much closer to the glimmer paper that we have, only it's more glittery almost. So I think that's why they called it glitter paper as opposed to the glimmer paper like we have in the regular catalog. So very pretty. And like I said, this one, I think, again, you can use this as more than just a Halloween paper. So very pretty. Can't wait to start playing with that. So let me set this suite aside. And grab the next one. So we're moving into Christmas. So Kathy's saying that she loves the glitter paper from Stampin' Up. I do too. It's much better. It doesn't shed. We had some for a little while that we had, and it did shed a lot, and I was not a big fan of that paper. But I love the new stuff that we've got that it's not the sheddy kind of paper anymore, which is good. All right. So next up, we're moving into the Christmas suites. So this one is the Coming Home stamp set. And it's got some sweet little dies to go with it. So we've got dies for all of the stamped images. These are a little more, these don't necessarily have a stamped image that coordinate with them, but they're just some little houses you can tuck in and around and behind. Love, there's a little car die, so yay, I can't wait to do that. And a little tree die coordinates with this. A little solid tree, a couple solid trees. This is one that you can cut kind of the hillside look, so you can make your little layered town up and that sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to playing with this. So again, this is a photopolymer stamp set and it has the coordinating dies, and these are sold together in a bundle. Next up, we have all the trimmings embellishments, which these are similar. If you've got the resin dots from, I'm trying to remember, is it Playful Patterns, I think it is, in the annual catalog, they're very similar to that. So they've kind of got that same feel to them. They're nice and flat, which will be nice for mailing. So again, these are, and also I think they'll be cute for embellishing, like you can stick one on the top of the trees, and you can use these as little ornaments on the trees. And so I think this will be definitely a fun set to play with, and can't wait to do that. This also comes with All the Trimmings ribbon combo pack. And it is, I should have double checked, I am about 99% sure, I can double check it when I flip over the paper, that it is Old Olive and Real Red in these ribbons, and they have a metallic edging on them. So very, very pretty. Again, I like the smaller size of these, so it is a punch bug. so very cool. And like I said, it's just such a cute set. I'm looking forward to it. So this is the Trimming the Town Designer Series paper, and the colors are Early Espresso, and I was wrong on the red, I apologize. I'll have to correct myself. So it's Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Pool Party, Poppy Parade. So I was wrong, it is not Real Red, it's Poppy Parade. I should have looked closer at it. And then Whisper White are the colors in this. So this is one of the designs. It's got the pool party background and the sweet little trees on it. This will be a fantastic background underneath those little houses. And then we've got Poppy Parade polka dots on the back. Some pretty little wreaths with Poppy Parade bows on them. Oh, and there's a little bit of, it almost looks like snow in the background of it. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. And then some fun little sentiments, which these are, it looks like all different languages. Again, I'm not going to try to say them all. There are some that are in English that I can definitely read, but others I'm not even going to try. But very cool that they've got all different languages on the back. This looks like one of those that you can cut up if you want to take your snips or paper trimmer or whatever and cut it into strips and cut out sentiments from it. And adhere those on. That'd be perfect for that. So it's nice to have a whole sheet of that. Or you can also use it as a background, whatever it is that you prefer. Some sweet little houses, and I'm going to do a double check because I am sure that the dies are going to cut out. Yep, the dies fit around these houses as well. So, and I'm sure that they will fit around the trees. So let's take a quick try at those. Yep, so the dies coordinate with the Designer Series paper as well. So I love that when they do that. Because it's nice to be able to not have to color every single thing. So you can just cut out the Designer Series paper. On the back side, there's just striped Misty Moonlight. So again, this one will be a good, not just Christmas time paper. So, and this one's got some sweet family images in it. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know how well, but they're little people with, see, that's a couple with their scarves on, a couple doing a little hug, a guy with a gift. This is a child and a mom with a gift, it looks like. So just some sweet images in that one. Love that for the background as well. And then we've got a more neutral, the Old Olive background. So striped paper. Here are some littler houses that you could probably, again, use as a background or a layering piece. Ooh, the snowflakes are pretty. And this is Misty Moonlight, which is, I love that blue, so very, very pretty. Then we have this one. How cool is that? So that is an awesome piece of paper. I mean, perfect. You could, even if you want to do home decor kinds of things with it, if you're a memory keeping or scrapbooking person, I think this one would be perfect. So that's sweet. I love it. All right. So on the back side of it, it's just got some kind of doodly in Poppy Parade and white. So it's a red and white, kind of a doodly themed on the back of that one. So that is all for the coming home suite of products. So definitely some good things here. So give me a second to set these aside and I will hop back over with the next one. I may or may not have kind of bought really a lot of things. I know those of you that follow me will be shocked by that, but okay, no, you won't. So next up, we have the Warm Hugs, I think is the name of this one, product suite. And this is one of those mega suites. So it's got double stamp sets and some sweet dies. So the dies are called Warm Wraps dies. And I'll show you in just a minute what these are for. I'm guessing those of you that do, hey, Diane. Yeah, it would be really pretty in a frame. So, and I see Linda's here too. So yeah, watching from the beach, that's awesome. So for those of you that, yeah, some of you may know what these are for, but I'll show you in a second. So we've got some dies that coordinate with the images here in the stamp set. So again, this is the Warm Hugs stamp set. And again, by looking at this, you may be able to tell what's coming. And then we've got the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set, which has got some nice sentiments in it. Again, I love the mixed fonts and things. And love that there are little dies that cut out all these cute little images as well. These are the designed to be layered, stamped one on top of the other. So you can have the outline in green and the fill in the cup in red or whatever you want to do, or white and green, or whatever. So definitely some fun images there. Next up in this suite, we have some ribbons. This is the Mossy Meadow. I almost called it Mossy Meadow diagonal stripe ribbon. So pretty ribbon. We've had some similar, I think last year we had one that was a red one, I feel like, something red. Anyway, but had similar ribbon in the past. So Erin is typing at the beach with Beth and Linda. Linda says we need to get off the beach and get to work. Well, I don't know. That's kind of mean. Tell her she doesn't have to be so mean. You're at the beach. You shouldn't have to get off the beach and work. So, all right, next up we've got Real Red braided linen trim. So this, if you remember from the previous mini catalog, we had some braided linen trim, and I think it carried over. I can't remember whether it carried over or retired. I think it carried over, and it was more of a neutral color. This one is real red, so it's going to coordinate with all your Christmas projects, so very nice with that. And then I guess I will go ahead and show you these mini coffee cups. So that is what these little dies go around. They are designed to cut out. You can make pretty little bands for around the mini coffee cups and fill them up with goodies or whatever. So we've got little mini coffee cups and lids that go with them. And they're kind of hard to show you on screen. So, but we've got, a little lid and a coffee cup that go together. We've got some dies that you can use to decorate it and some sentiments and things that will coordinate with it as well. So very cute. So, okay, it did carry over. I thought it did, but I was trying to remember for sure. So, all right, so let me scoot this out of the way and I'll bring in a couple of other things here from this suite. There are glitter star ornaments. So these they already have the string attached, which is nice. And just a pretty little glittery silver star ornament. So they'll be cute, and I think they'll be really cute when if you tie them to one of the coffee cups, put them on one of the bands, something like that. So definitely some good gift ideas in here. All right. Also in this suite, we've got the wrapped in texture embossing folders, and these will fit in the either of the die cutting machines, or the die cutting machines once we get them, I should say. We can't get either of them right now, but soon the larger one of the two will be coming. So they're just some kind of nice neutral backgrounds in here, and fun designs definitely for the coffee cup wraps. So cut the little wrap out, emboss it, adhere, or put it together, wrap it around the cup, and then you can decorate it up and you've got a sweet little gift. So this is what they look like kind of in mini version. Like I said, it's hard for me to tell which way it's easier for you to see them when it's on camera. So those are the designs in your embossing folders. And yep, next thing that's coming here, I should have opened this one up as well. These are the mini coffee cup carriers. So I know you're not going to be able to see this on the screen very well, but they're those little drink carriers. You're just going to fold it up, put it together, and it's one of the little drink carriers. You'll fold the bottom in on it, and you can put your 2 little coffee cups in there that you've got all decorated up, and you will be all set for some sweet little holiday gifts. So those are in the catalog as well, and a good size. This looks like, if you want to emboss, you can probably do little wraps around here. There's designer series paper, all that good stuff that you can do with it. So awesome. So next up, we have the designer series paper, which is the Heartwarming Hugs designer series paper, and it's got Mossy Meadow, Pear Pizzazz, Real Red, and Whisper White for the colors in it. This one, it's a little bit more kind of traditional Christmassy looking designs to me in this one. So we've got, this is one side, the back side almost looks like little Christmas lights to me on there, but it's not. So next paper up, we've got this one. And then just some stripes, which are good. Again, like that it's, not just Christmas. Obviously it is Christmas because it's red, but you can do more than just Christmas with it. Then we've got another little kind of a red and green fun holiday. Some plaid paper, which is always nice. And again, to me, this is, definitely Christmas looking, but you can use it for things other than Christmas as well, which I love it when they do that. So we've got another little Real Red designer series paper. Backside of it has got diagonal stripes, which are awesome. Hey Shelly, glad that you are here from California and checking out the video. Polka dots, which I love. And again, this is a little more something you can use for things besides Christmas. Another one of the kind of plaid look ones on the back. And then we've got some of your traditional Christmas stripes. And then the houndstooth, which I did remember, Kiko, thank you. Houndstooth design is on the back of that one. So that is it for the, I think it's called Warm Hugs or Wrapped in Hugs or something like that, a suite of products. So it's right up at the front of the holiday catalog when you get it. So let me get these set aside here, and I will grab the next suite while you all chatter amongst yourselves. So I'm starting to get a mess in here. My office looks a little like it blew up. I was opening the boxes. I'm like, goodness, apparently, yes, I did order a few things. So, all right, next up, we have the Poinsettia Petals stamp set. And again, this is part of a suite. Beautiful images, beautiful poinsettias. You can probably tell by peeking under here that there are going to be some layered dies. So this is definitely, yep, it's that one. I love the little mini cups. So fun suite, and this one's a beautiful suite. So, all right, so we got the Poinsettia Petals design, or Poinsettia Petals stamp set, and it's a photopolymer one. So again, it's got some of the 2-step stamping in it, so you can do some layered look stamping with it. And then there are the dies. And I'm like, oh, so pretty. So these are called, obviously, poinsettia dies. So nothing too terribly creative in the name. But hopefully you can see it. But the dies, there are some that cut around the edges of the flowers, so you can stamp them and cut them out. Or if you just want to cut out flowers, they also have these that are going to emboss the veins in the flowers and in the leaves. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. So it's your favorite, Jackie? Yes. I mean, I was so excited when I saw this in there, and there's more good stuff in this suite too. So anyhow, so yes, beautiful images. Again, dies that coordinate with all of the stamped images in here, as well as some additional dies. There's even the one for the centers. So it's definitely one of those wow ones. So, and then there's some very pretty ribbon. I love the sheer look to this one. So this is Real Red, I believe. Yep, Real Red sheer ribbon. I believe it says 3/8 of an inch. So very pretty ribbon, kind of that thin and delicate, which I think will look fantastic with the poinsettia images for your holiday cards. Then we have some really pretty beaded pearls, is what these are called. So these, I think, will make beautiful centers for your poinsettias. So it's pearls, and they're very sparkly. It almost looks like rhinestones in there, but it's not. It's just metal pieces in there, but these are beautiful. So yes, I cannot wait to start putting some poinsettias together with these. And again, these are called beaded pearls. And there are also a couple of designer papers in here. So the first one is the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper, and it's got Bumblebee, Garden Green, Old Olive, Real Red, Soft Suede, and Whisper White. So beautiful colors, all of my favorites, all in one. So here's one of them with just the holly images on one side. Flip it over, and it's a little more neutral green on the back, which is nice. Then we have got some pine cones, which good, again, just general winter and holiday will work for those. On the back, just some pine look, pine branches, pine boughs, whatever you want to call it. So pretty. Love the green colors in this one as well. This one, I think I've got it upside down. It's got some really pretty poinsettias in it. The back side is a little bit more neutral with just your greens in it. Does the ribbon have shimmer? This one, yeah, I feel like it does. It's not like super, super shimmery, but it definitely has a little, I know it's probably not showing up well. It definitely has a little shimmer to it. So it's very pretty ribbon. It's like I said, it's not super shiny, so don't be, it's not like they've really put a bunch of metallic or something in it, but it's definitely a little shimmery, so it's very pretty. So, all right, on to the next piece of paper. This one is let me grab this die and see if one of these will match. I don't know if it will. Maybe not on this pack. I thought maybe one of these would cut one of these out, but it doesn't look like it will. So kind of the holly berry look to these. And then wood green. I love that. Okay, you know that I'll be using up that piece of paper. Both sides are really good in that one. I love these poinsettias. So I love them in the whites. I actually like them in white better than red. So to me, they're very elegant and definitely very Christmassy on this one. On the back, you've got some little pine cones. So you love the red berries too? Yes. So it's very good. And then more poinsettias and pine cones, which are very cool. And then the back side has just got some general, I think they're supposed to be holly berries maybe. But again, I think this one doesn't scream Christmas to me, so I think you could use this one for something other than Christmas if you wanted to. And then one of the really beautiful things in this suite is the plush poinsettia specialty paper. And it is beautiful vellum, I think it's vellum, paper on the background, and it's got like flocked images on it. So do the dies fit the poinsettia? Hold on a second, Catherine. Let me show this paper quick first, and then I will go back and check that. I don't think that they will, but maybe. I guess I'll try it and see. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paper. Here's some with the poinsettia leaves and the berries on it. Oh, did I get? Oh, maybe I only grabbed two. I think there were 3 different kinds of paper in here, and I think I might have only pulled 2 of them out of the pack. Oh, yep, there are. I was trying to show you the same one twice. All right, so that one I already showed you. This one is the second sheet in the pack. So again, this one I think could be, to me, you could almost do wedding cards with this one. I don't know, but that's what I think of when I see this. So again, it's the kind of flocked feel to it. I think that's the right term for it, but kind of feels a little like velvet. So very pretty. And then we have the beautiful poinsettias. So let me see. Grab the poinsettia die and oh, look at that. Yes. Yay. Good call on that, Catherine. Thanks for asking. The dies fit this paper. Yep. So it will for the kind of flocked paper. And I am sure that there's got to be one image in here at least it will. Yep, I am sure. Again, trying to find it the right way. It's the right size, so I'm sure that it will fit that one as well. So yay, I love it when Stampin' Up! Does that and coordinates things. It makes it easy for us. So, all right, so that is the Poinsettia Petals suite of products. And I'm sure I'm calling these suites all the wrong things. I'm just going with the stamp set name because that's what I have in front of me, and I did not write down all of the suite names, but lots of pretty things in that one. So let me get this cleaned up and out of the way, and I will grab the next suite. Someday I'll have a table that will fit every single thing that I buy, but probably not because I tend to buy too much stuff. So The next thing we have is a suite of Snowflake products. So it's the Snowflake Wishes stamp set, which has got some beautiful snowflake images, some sentiments in it that are nice ones again for all Christmas or, Christmas and winter holidays. And, I like that it's got some friendship ones in there as well. So it's not just Christmas related. There is a Hanukkah stamp in here as well. So that's definitely a nice one. It's photopolymer. And then we have the dies. So check this one out. It's a banner die or a label die that cuts snowflakes into the edges of it. So pretty. I can't wait to use this one. And it's also got a little stitched edge on it, which is beautiful. And then we got lots of snowflake dies in here. Some that will cut out the stamped snowflakes and then some additional snowflakes as well. So very, very pretty. Loving these dies, and these are So Many Snowflakes dies. So, and it coordinates with the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. So set that aside, and I'll grab a couple. I will grab the Winter Snow embossing folder that coordinates with this. So, yep, you love this too. It's very pretty. The colors in this suite are beautiful. Wait till I get to them. Hold on. So we've got an embossing folder. This is not one of the 3D embossing folders, but just a standard embossing folder, but it's still very, very pretty. And again, it might be easier to see. I don't know which is easier to see, the drawn image or the actual image of the actual embossing folder. So it is a really pretty embossing folder. Next up, check out this ribbon. Woo, it's beautiful. It is called Snowflake Splendor ribbon, and it is 1/4 of an inch wide. And look, it's like iridescent, kind of sheer iridescent ribbon. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. I'm hoping the camera is picking up how pretty it is, because it's beautiful ribbon, beautiful, beautiful, and it's going to look fantastic with all your snowflake projects. So set that aside. Then we have got some adhesive backed snowflakes. And these are little snowflake sequins, basically, and they're adhesive backed already, which is fantastic. So you don't have to try to figure out how to glue these things down to paper. So there are 2 different colors. This one to me looks a little more silvery in the snowflakes, and this one is more like the kind of pinky iridescent, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it other than it's 2 different sheets of snowflakes. They're slightly different in color. It's the same snowflake, but they just look a little different just because of the coloring on them. But they're very pretty, and again, I love that they're adhesive backed. Also in this suite, we've got some blue adhesive backed gems, which again, anything that's adhesive backed, I'm sold. Because trying to glue down little tiny embellishments and chase sequins around the paper, I'm terrible at that. So we've got some blue adhesive backed sequins. And it doesn't say specifically what color, but it does coordinate with the paper. So I'm guessing it might be balmy blue and maybe misty moonlight, maybe. Anyway, but we can look on the paper and see. But these are nice, kind of pretty glittery adhesive backed gems. And then we've got the Designer Series paper here in this suite, and this is the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. The colors are Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Pool Party, and Whisper White. So it must have been Night of Navy in there instead of although I guess it could be Misty Moonlight, because I think that's in there as well. So this is one of the designs, which it's got kind of like a watercolored look to the background. I think that they said that they watercolored it and then threw salt on a watercolor sheet. I don't know if you've ever tried that before. It's a really fun technique, and you get these really cool backgrounds from it. So I think that's what they said they photographed actually for real paper for the background, and then overlaid the snowflakes on the top of it when they made this paper. So it's very pretty. This one, look at that. Some beautiful colors in it. It sort of looks like a night sky kind of thing. A winter night sky to me is what that one looks like. Then we've got some, again, just, general snowflake paper. The back side is really awesome. This one, beautiful, beautiful. You're going to be able to stamp snowflakes on it, put snowflakes on it, die cut snowflakes and put them on. You're going to love this paper. Some additional beautiful snowflakes, and while I have this on here, and before I forget, Let me check. I am assuming. Yep. Yay. Always such a happy find when I go to look at these and go, oh, look at that. The snowflake dies also fit right over the top of the images in the paper. So very pretty, very cool, and I love it. So, all right. Backside is, again, just one of the kind of more neutral backgrounds, but still the beautiful colors, the Highland Heather and the pool party-ish. Oh, no, it's probably balmy blue in the background of it. Maybe it's pool party, too. Anyway, so some more pretty snowflakes. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of wow comments. It's pretty stuff. So again, this is that salted look background. So again, it's just ink, water, and then they throw salt over the top of it. It's a really cool technique. So it is a perfect suite. I love it, Catherine. I love this kind of, I don't know, to me this looks like there's almost a lot of depth in the layering of the snowflakes on here. So they definitely outdid themselves with the matching dies in this catalog. So definitely any of the suites that you get with the designer paper in them, always check that, because that's, usually the dies do match at least a few of the images. So they're my favorite colors too, Jackie. I mean, I love the blues. Those tend to be my favorites. And then you add in, the kind of watercolored look. It's beautiful. So I've got another snowflake sheet here. And then this is, again, some of the pretty snowflakes, and the ribbon's undoing itself and flopping in here as I'm talking. But the ribbon is going to look really pretty with this paper. Ooh, wow. I think this one's probably my favorite sheet in the whole pack. So I love the look of that one. All right, so that is the designer series paper. Then the last thing in this product suite is balmy blue. Is it glitter or glimmer? Glimmer paper in this one. So sorry, I tried to get everything opened up as much as I could, and then I forgot on this one. So balmy blue glimmer paper. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cannot wait to cut some snowflakes out of this. Yes, this is going to be awesome. So again, it coordinates with the colors in all of that designer paper and in the ribbon and the embellishments. So beautiful, beautiful paper. So, all right. And I'm going to go ahead and set this aside and grab the next set of products. Try not to have the ribbon completely come off the spool, because I'm moving it around and it's making a mess. Okay, next up we've got another one of the mega suites with 2 stamp sets in it. And I think this one's got 2 die sets. I can't remember for sure. Yep, it does have 2 die sets. So this is the Wishes and Wonder stamp set. I'll start with this one, I guess, first. Some cool, again, Christmas images. So beautiful, beautiful. And then it has a coordinating set of dies called the North Pole Wonder dies. And as you can see, there's a tag die in here, and some that will cut out around the sentiments. We've got this deer is not designed to go with a stamped image, but it's, kind of a background image, or not background, they don't even have to be background, but it'll cut and emboss. So this one does not coordinate with a stamped image. So we've had this one that coordinates with a stamped image, this one that coordinates with your floral, is it holly? Whatever that is. Holly wreath. I think that's a holly. I think it's a piece of holly. And then some additional dies that will coordinate as well. So some nice dies that, again, could be card front, could be Christmas tags, whatever it is. There is a little to from sentiment in here, which is always nice to have. And then in this suite, there's also the Cherish the Season stamp set, which has also got to from in it. And then your general Merry Christmas sentiment. And we've got some Christmas bells as well, jingle bells. And then coordinating dies called the Sounds of the Season dies. And there are some that will cut out the stamped jingle bells, these 2. And then some that will cut and emboss on their own, which is really pretty. So can't wait to play a little bit with this die set and stamp set. And we'll do the embellishments next, I think, on this one. So we've got the wonderful gems, which these coordinate with the designer series paper that I'll show you in a second. Again, some sparkly, glittery gems for the holidays. And I believe that it's real red, although now I'm second guessing myself because I was wrong the last time. I believe it's real red. Oh, no, I was wrong again. It's cherry cobbler. Goodness. So one of these times I'm going to be right on my guess. But so again, these are it's like glittered. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like it's got gold glitter in the background of it, so they're clear. And then the cherry cobbler. And there are some ribbons. So we've got the Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack. And this is really pretty. So this is going to be nice for gift packaging, making bows, that kind of thing. So again, I believe it's shaded spruce, but again, let me check before I say the wrong color. Yep, shaded spruce on the green in here. And then there is some gold twine, or gold cord. It's not twine. Cord, I think, is the right word for that. That coordinates with it as well. So it's a combo pack, and you get both of them in one pack. Set that aside and grab the first of the two Designer Series paper packs. So this is the 'Tis the Season 6x6 Designer Series paper, and the colors are Basic Black, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White. So here are some of the designs. So I love the little candy canes. Me push the take it all button. Okay, maybe I did. I did. There are actually a few things I didn't get, believe it or not, but a very few, because it's a good catalog. So again, just got some kind of traditional Christmassy looking, excuse me, papers in here. So again, cherry cobbler. Again, a little more neutral on the backgrounds of these, which is always nice to have. The holly image on here, and then this is sort of an argyle look to it. And then the back of that one. And then I love the plaids, which if you like plaids, just wait. There's some good plaids coming. So then we've got some additional Christmassy holiday images. I love the 6x6 papers too. They're easier to handle, easier to cut up, and I don't know, I like them much better. So I love this. So very, very pretty with the evergreens on it. Then we've got a couple of the reds. So we've got some holly in the background of here and just a little more neutral background on that one. And we've got the jingle bells here. These look quite a bit smaller, so I don't believe that they are going to be able to be cut out. Let me take nope, those are not going to work with the dies. So, and then we got a few more kind of the more neutral red backgrounds. And then we've got some greens, and we've got the coordinating deer image. A couple more of the reds. Ooh, I like that one a lot. So kind of the plaid look or checked look to it. And then that is the final piece. We got some holly on the back of it. All right. I do need to grab a drink before I start hacking into the phone. So, all right. So next up, these are the Wonder of the Season Memories and More cards and envelopes. And yes, there's a Memories and More card pack that goes with it as well. But how pretty are these? It is red foiling. Ooh. So it's red foiling on the envelope flap and on the card base. So very, very pretty. And I love the white background on these with the red foiling. Beautiful, beautiful. So there's a pack of cards and envelopes. And then they have the card pack that coordinates with it. And, oh, hold on, I'm trying to get my fingers in here. So I'm not going to flip through all these, but I'll just kind of fan through them so you can see. What I love that they've done with these is they've done many duplicates on them. So it's like 4 of each one of these designs, which is awesome because if you're making Christmas cards with these, it makes it really easy for designing and using them, that it's got 4 or 5, there may be even more. There are 5 of that one. So maybe it's 5 of each design that you get. So definitely awesome, good for layering. And then check out these beautiful foiled stickers. And even the ones that aren't foiled are beautiful. So they're all good. So you get 2 sets of those. And then here are the ones that are, looks like the little countdown calendar ones if you're wanting to do that. So again, gold foiled. And then we've got the, these are the larger Memories and More card pack cards. So some have sentiments on them. Some of them are just holiday images. Oh, and they've tucked more stickers in here in the back. So these are not foiled, but still very pretty stickers. Get 2 sheets of those, and then 2 sheets here. So these would be nice for the ones when you're making a card front that's got a little more, just the design on the background. It's nice to have sentiments that you can stick on right over the top of it. And then we get to the specialty ones. So these are gold foiled and beautiful. This is my favorite one in the whole pack. So I love that. I could use a whole pack of these and make Christmas cards with them. So now we've got some Merry Christmas ones. And these are all single-sided, it looks like, for the specialty ones. And again, they're gold foiling on all of them. So some really pretty cards in the card pack on that one. There is one more piece of this suite that I have left to show you, and it's, wow. It is the Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper. And the colors that they have listed are Basic Black and Whisper White, but there are a couple other colors you're going to like in it as well. It is gold foiled, so background paper. So that is awesome. So, all right, and the black and white side is on over here. So it's like newsprint kind of look to the background. Did I put the whole thing on here upside down? I think I must have. So this one is red foiling on the background, and Stampin' Up! Told us that these are written in German. I don't know German, so I have to trust that they say that this is, some of these recipes are written in German. So that's very cool. Back side of it, again, has got the kind of newspaper print look. So this is another really pretty red foiled paper. On the back, we've got just some nice sentiment, or it looks like Christmassy type, little Christmas statements. And again, it looks like it's in, I don't know if they're, I guess some of these might be not in English, but I'm not going to sit and read them all while I'm here on screen with you. But again, some pretty foiling on this paper. The back has got, again, the recipes, and these are black and white. Some pretty gold foiling on this paper. And then the back has got your black and white print. And it looks like that's a Christmas story. So, and then this is gold foiling, that same print. And then turn it over, and here is the back side with the kind of newsprint look on it in black and white. So that is that full product suite. So, all right, I'm looking at the time and going, I've been on for almost an hour. I might have to cut this short and come back later because it gets to be a while to be on here. All right, got a few more things to show you, and then I think I will come back a little bit later maybe and show you some of the other, well, I could probably get through those pretty quickly, so maybe I'll just keep going. You guys can tell me if you're starting to get tired, and I'm like, stop. So, all right, so these are the Celebration Labels dies, and these coordinate with the Celebration Tidings stamp set. So this is bundled together. And again, it's got kind of a wide range of sentiments in it. So these are actually, they can be used on card fronts. Waiting for Halloween. Oh, the Halloween was early, Karen. I showed most of that early on. There are a few holiday or Halloween things that I have to show you, but the other stuff I showed you earlier on. So sorry if you missed it. So, all right. So these are actually designed to be toppers for bags. Like if you're going to fill up little treat bags and whatever, you can die cut paper and fold it in half. So you fold it here, or you can fold it here and put it over the top of your bag. So it's definitely very cute, very, fun for gift giving ideas, and you can stamp on them and that sort of thing. So again, these will coordinate with your, with some of the stamped images in here. And then in this same set of products, they have some plaid paper that they actually, these are, again, you don't have to use them as the toppers, but they're designed to cut the plaid papers. So you've got your kind of pretty decorated bags all done for you. So got plaid, and it's just all different colors and shades and designs of plaid that you can think of. And and I forgot to tell you what the colors in here. There's like a huge list. So, all right. So these are the papers. Again, lots of pretty plaids. And as soon as I get to the paper pack, I'll actually tell you the colors of everything in it. But lots of good plaids in here. And again, there are some that are Halloween, some that are very Christmas looking, some that don't necessarily look like Christmas or Halloween to me. Some that are fall themed, some that you could use, I think, year round. So, and then we got some black and white, and then gray and black and white. So the colors in this pack, this is the Plaid Tidings 6x6 Designer Series paper. It is Basic Black, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Cinnamon Cider, Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, Misty Moonlight, Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie, Rich Razzleberry, Seaside Spray, Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White. So I told you that was, it's a huge list of colors. Definitely lots of them in that pack. And there's a coordinating coordinating spool of ribbon, and this is called the embroidered ribbon simply. So hopefully you can see it on here. It's kind of a neutral look, and it looks like embroidery on it. So so that's a pretty ribbon that I think will go great with all the plaid papers when you're making your little toppers for your bags. So all right, let me set this aside, and I will start grabbing some of the other bundles. So that's most of the sweets that we've got here. Then we have the Autumn Greetings bundle. This is bundled with the Autumn Essentials dies. So very pretty fall images. This one cuts out obviously the bigger image here, and then there's one that cuts out the pumpkin. Some additional pieces, die cut pieces. Good sentiments in this one, so very, very pretty. All right. Next, we have the Love of Leaves stamp set bundle. So this is the Stitched Leaves dies, which stitched is always awesome. So this is the Love of Leaves stamp set. And Stampin' Up! Did tell us that there's a leaf in here for every single market that they represent. So some of these are specialty trees that you only find in certain countries. And so this is a stamp set that anybody, no matter where they live in the world, should be able to find a leaf on here that looks like one on their trees. So some pretty leaves. This is kind of a stitched background piece, which will be fun to use. And then I love that these are stitched it's got kind of the embossing stitching and then stitched around the edges as well. It's around the outside edges of the dies that they're stitched. So it's not going to cut stitches on the actual leaves. It'll cut it on the negative part. So, all right. So definitely a fun little stamp set, which I can't wait to start using that one. Next, we've got the Autumn Goodness stamp set bundle. It is bundled with the Autumn Wheelbarrow dies. So some fun fall images in this. This one will be good for coloring. And dies that coordinate with it. There is a die that cuts out the stamped image, but there's also one that's going to cut and emboss. So that's very cool. And then we've got the embossed and cut fence. And then we've got the wheel here. So very, very pretty. We have all of these will be able to be cut out with one of the dies here in the die set. Then we have the Everything Essential stamp set bundle, which this one is bundled with the Essential Tag Punch, which I will rip it out of the packaging here so you can hopefully see it. So it's just a basic tag punch that will fit around all the stamped images in here. This one won't, but the little pumpkin, the joy to the world, the little you and me, that one will fit in it. This one will fit in, and then it's got a to and from. So definitely a fun little stamp set to have for your tags. Now we have another one that's got stamp and punch bundled together. This is, oh, sorry, I just banged into the table. The Banners Pick-a-Punch, which is similar to the punch that we have in the current catalog. But I love that this is banners because I'm always doing banners. And hopefully you can see them. But one cuts a banner the opposite way. I'm not sure. Cuts more to a point, and then this one will cut to a more of a banner look to it. And it's different widths. It's the 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch strips of paper that you can fit through here. And then we've got the Banner Year stamp set that coordinates with it. Again, just some fun holiday images in it. Lots of sentiments that cover all across pretty much most of the seasons. Other than summer, pretty much everything is covered in here. Next, let me grab another stack here. We have the Snow Wonder stamp set bundle. This is it coordinates with the Snow Time dies. And yay for some more. These are going to be some good label type dies, and this one actually cuts and embosses around the edge, which is always, I love all of those when they do that. A wreath image that has a die that matches it. Ooh, and these are embossed snowflakes. Those will be pretty. Then we've got one that coordinates with the tree and one that coordinates with the snowman, and again some pretty sentiments in here. So definitely a good one. Hey, Nancy, glad that you're here. I don't know how long you've been here. Not sure if you saw everything or not. But I'm getting down to just the stamps, all the big sweets. I've run through all those already. So, all right, so we've got the In the Pines stamp set bundle. This is Pine Woods Dies. And this is the stamp set that coordinates with it, which I love this. The trees are I'm always a sucker for anything trees. So some good dies in here, some that coordinate with the stamped images, some that are just going to cut out trees. This one will cut, looks like kind of cut out pieces. Well, it'll cut out around the tree, and I'm guessing these will also cut sort of a layered look tree. I'm not sure if it'll cut it completely or if it'll emboss it or what it'll do. I'll have to play with this one. And then there are some backgrounds. So if you want to, make it look like it's on a snowy little tree side or a snowy little mountainside or something like that, you can do that. So have to watch the rerun. Yep, no problem. Do the snowflakes cut or just emboss? I think that they just emboss. I have not actually used it yet. So we're back on the Snow Wonder. To me, they feel and look like they're just going to emboss. Again, I can't say for sure because I haven't used it, but I don't think that they are going to cut. I think they're just going to emboss. Next one up, we've got the Have a Hoot stamp set bundle. It is bundled with the Peek a Hoot dies. And again, there's some sweet little stitch tags in there. How fun are these? So we've got some sweet little owl images. So this one will cut out your pumpkin. This one cuts out this little owl. This one will cut out this owl, I think. This one cuts out the little set of owls. How sweet. I love those. And then there's a little spider web in here. And again, we've got some Halloween and Christmas sentiments in here, so you can use it for both. So such a fun stamp set. Next up, we have the Friesen Fun stamp set bundle. This is Friesen Fun Friends Dies and the Friesen Fun stamp set. So again, there's one that'll cut like a stitched little hillside, which is very cool, a little snowbank for you there. And then these are all sorts of fun images, just little winter fun things, little critters out in the snow. So lots of fun with that one. Then we have the Fireside Trimmings is the next one up. So this is the Fireside Trimmings stamp set, and this is beautiful. I love the images in here. And it coordinates with the Fireside Dies. So there's one that obviously will cut out the mantle and then all the little pieces on the mantle. There are some additional, like this is a cut and emboss holly, and then there's a little cut and emboss stars, and these are bats. How fun is that? Some little banners, so you can decorate it up kind of for any of the fall and winter seasons or fall and winter holidays that we have. So a fun stamp set bundle as well. And this one I love. It's called Peaceful Nativity, and it's got beautiful images in it and a fantastic set of dies. These are the Nativity dies, so pretty appropriately named. I love that it's got the die that will cut out the stamped image, but it also has one that will cut out kind of a wood grain look image as well. So then we got the little palm trees and the ones that will cut out the actual stamped images in it. So, and the one that will cut and emboss the stars, these will cut out the star images when they're stamped. So definitely a good one. And I know that's one thing a lot of people look for at Christmas time is those types of, the nativity images. And I'm glad that we finally have one. So next thing we have is the Peace and Joy stamp set and the Joy dies. So this is very cool. These will cut out the images when they're stamped, and then this one will cut out like a layer that you can put behind it in some sort of a coordinating color. So you can cut out your stamped word and then cut out like a layer to go underneath it and behind it to make it really stand out on your card. So that's very cool. There actually are word dies in this as well, and I'm assuming that, yep, you can actually cut these, cut out the words and then cut out this layer and then cut out this layer and basically have a 3-layered, hopefully you can see it, sorry, I was hoping I was holding this on the screen, hopefully I didn't get too far off, but can have like a 3-layered sentiment basically. So that is very cool, love those dies. And again, some good Christmas and holiday images in it. Next up, we have the ornamental envelopes, which is nice for, obviously you can use them for card fronts too, but these will work nice for your envelopes. So you've got the lines that you can stamp on there, so you make it a little easier for writing. And then these curved images are actually designed to go on envelope fronts or on flaps on the back of envelopes. So they're designed, again, you can use them on card fronts, but you can also use them on envelopes, which is very cool. So there's a set of dies called the envelopes dies. And these are designed to cut. You can either cut the edges of envelope flaps with them, or you can cut pieces of designer series paper or pretty cardstocks and that sort of thing to cut and tuck inside your envelopes. So definitely a nice little bonus there. This one cuts your ornament images out. These are actually designed to cut into the back of envelope flaps. So very pretty. So make some very pretty, nice little pretty envelopes for you for the holidays as well. So. All right, then we have a fun stamp set bundle called Little Treats, and this is the Little Treat Box dies, and again, it's a treat box, so how cool is that? So it's got some sentiment dies in it, and a tag die in it, and we've got a creepy little spider, and then some cut and emboss ornament images, and then there are images that, ornaments. I've been talking too long. There are dies that coordinate with the stamped images as well in here. So, and coordinate with your sentiments. So this will make cute little treat boxes that fold up. The treat box basically will look like the outline of this when it gets all folded up and done. So hopefully you can kind of see what I'm talking about when you look at that, but it'll fold up and make a little, almost like the size of a Tic Tac box is what it looks like to me. But I'll definitely need to play with it and, show you how it all goes together and everything. But sweet little, and oh, look, I just noticed that they've got things for weddings in here. So these are like wedding treat favor boxes as well. So, so definitely some good stuff in that one. Then we have the Dove of Hope stamp set and the Detailed Doves dies. So again, a pretty one for the holidays. Some that cut out the stamped images, and then we've got some additional pieces that you can cut and layer together to make doves, and kind of your background pieces as well. So there's one that cuts the ornament out. So a very pretty stamp and die set. And I haven't shown you this one yet. I am getting down there, I promise. We have the Sweetest Time stamp set bundle. It's bundled with the Sweetest Borders dies. So we have the candy cane image that you can cut out, or you can cut out kind of the layered pieces to make your candy cane. There are the holly pieces, the holly berries, and then these are some really cool border dies. So it cuts, basically, this is the cut line on it where it's going to cut out some of the images, and then it will cut and emboss, I think is how it works on the other side. But again, this is one of those dies that I'm going to have to play with a little bit and sort of see how exactly it works. But this one looks the same way, where it's going to cut along one side and then it's going to cut out and maybe emboss a little bit on the other side. So these will be cool and fun to play with. And also have the gift wrapped stamp set bundle, which has got some fun Christmas sentiments in it. This one, it sort of looks like kind of that, I don't know, is it 50s or 60s, when that kind of font style was really popular? That's what I feel like it looks like. So there's a cute little tag in here that you can put with your bows. And then there's a bow, a larger bow that will punch this out. And then this, I believe, it will punch like the center of the bow. So anyhow, so definitely some fun images in this one, and very cool. Put candles behind it. Put candles behind it. This one? Yeah, you could definitely, I think you would work really well to layer the candles behind it. And so stamp the candles and then layer those. So, but yeah, definitely. So, wish list too. Yeah, I just went for it all. I figured there was no sense in trying to not get it all. So then we have a couple more stamp sets here that I'll show you. This one is the Joyful Holiday stamp set. Again, pretty holiday images, and layered two-step stamping on this one. We have the Festive Post stamp set, and if you have the postage die punch, this stamp set actually coordinates with it. The rectangular images in here, most of these are designed to stamp and then punch out with that punch. So definitely a fun one. We've got another jar set. This one's called Lots to Celebrate, and it coordinates with the jar punch that we currently have. And little images you can stamp inside your jar, and there's a little, the lid and the little kind of decorator image that you can was it fabric or something that they used to put under those, where you screw it down on the top and there was a little like skirt on it. So I think that's what it's designed to look like. And then this one was just fun. I just like the little images, the little fairy looking. So this is called Flight of Fancy. And again, some Christmas, Halloween, and Valentine's kind of all covered in one stamp set here. And this one, how sweet is that? Gnome for the holidays. So I know gnomes are definitely one of those fun little things. And yeah, it's a cute, cute stamp set. So, and then we have this one called Turnovers. And it's actually, they're designed to stamp. It's one of you can stamp it either as the solid image on one side and then the lined image on the other. So they're designed to layer one on the top of the other. So there are ones that will coordinate with all of those images in here. This one, I believe one of the heart punches, I think punches that one out. So, but I believe that they did that, or maybe it's a die. I know there's something that coordinates with the heart on there. So, all right, a few more stamp sets. And a little more paper, and I think we'll be about done. I don't think I'm going to show you every single thing. I'll show you most of it. All right, so we have the Warm and Toasty stamp set here. This one's just fun. I mean, just fun images. Going to be fun to color, stamp and color on that one. And then we have the Triangle, which this coordinates with the triangle dies from the annual catalog. So that'll be cool and definitely fun to play with. Kind of do some layering and stamping and that sort of thing. We have the Festive Corners stamp set, which is, again, obviously little corners. So we got the spiderweb corner, some Halloween sentiments. There are some Christmas sentiments in here, Valentine's Day, so they kind of get you covered for all the holidays with this one. This one is a really, really pretty stamp set called Life is Beautiful. When can you start to order? Demonstrators get to order now, and customer ordering starts on April on August 4th. So customer ordering will start from this catalog then. So this is a beautiful stamp set. I love the tree. And then there's all sorts of little images that you can stamp over the top of it. Hey, Anne-Marie, glad that you're here. So, and then the last stamp set that I have to show you is called Light Me Home, which is, again, just a really pretty one that you can use. This one will be good for watercoloring, I think. So lots of fun images in there, lots of pretty images and good sentiments in that one as well. Couple more things I'm going to show you, and then I promise I'm done. All right. So, I got to reach and grab and try not to knock over my camera. So, let me get the papers, and then I'll be done. Okay. So, I'm sure you caught a peek at this as I brought it over. This is the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder, and this was on my immediate first list. Had to be in my cart first thing. I love this, and I cannot wait to start using it. So how long is my list? It's long. It's very long. So, all right, so we've got the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder, which is very, very pretty. So again, I cannot wait to use this. So, and then we have some gold cards and envelopes. I don't know how well this will show on the camera, but it's beautiful. It's like kind of that satiny gold look to it. And these are the envelopes, and they're standard size A2 envelopes, and some gold foil edged cards that you can use for decorating, kind of the edges and whatever. These are, I think I said A2, and I may be wrong on the size. Maybe these are note card size. They must be note card size. They're too small for A2. Sorry. So anyway, but very, very pretty, and love the kind of the shimmer to it, the gold shimmer. And then I have a couple more papers to show you, and then I'll let you all go. So thank you for sitting through this. Yeah, the envelopes are beautiful. So we have red and green foil sheets, which is so, so pretty. And again, it didn't give specific colors, but I think this one is going to coordinate with a lot of the greens that we have. And this one, again, you could probably put it with most of the reds too, but it's foil sheets, and they're 12 by 12. So lots of pretties in that one. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, there are actually a few more things here, but it's getting to be long. It's late. So I don't want to keep you all day. Last thing I'm going to show you is red velvet paper, which again, I'm sure this doesn't show up very well on screen, but it's beautiful. It's, a very pretty velvet paper. So I think that's about all I've got. Oh, wait. Oh, there are two more things. Just when I say I'm done, I decided I'm not. So let me set this aside here. And then we have some fun tins, and they're very well packed. I will say that. I'm sure you can't see them because it's way too big on the screen, but they're packed in really kind of heavy duty cardboard boxes. And we have these fun round tins. So it's got a clear lid. You can put your little treats inside and decorate them up. So very cool. And then show you all of it. Okay, I probably will. And then we have the rectangle tins. And if you are a fan of those Altoids, I think that's how you say it, tins, and are always hunting for those and buying those candies and not really wanting to eat them, yay, these are just a box full of the tins. So you don't have to eat the candies, you can just get the tins. So, all right, so it's a set of 4 in each of the boxes, but definitely some good stuff in there. And, all right, you made me do it. This is the Tag Buffet project kit, and it has a stamp set that coordinates with it. This is the Tag Buffet stamp set. Gosh, my desk is even more of a mess now. So, and then in this pretty little, it's like a kind of a larger pizza box, like a mini paper pumpkin, but a little larger than a pizza box. It's a set of tags, and I didn't tear into all this. I probably should have, but it's a project kit that makes awesome holiday tags. And I think these will even work as card fronts. So, and there's some gold twine for tying your tags on. So, that's awesome. All right, now that I said I'm done, and I do have 2 more things that I just saw on my table. So, could stay here all day. I feel like you almost have been here all day. I'm like, gosh, this is my longest video ever, I think. So there are mosaic gusseted cellophane bags. Which these are they're designed to put some treats inside them, so they're a good sized bag. You can tie them shut with all the pretty ribbons, so that's definitely some good stuff. And then we have the sequins for everything, which I love the way that these are packaged. And I'm trying to be careful because I'm afraid I'm going to open it and they're just going to go and I'll have sequins all over my desk. But they're sequins that are all packaged and they're by color. So you don't have to dig through them like you normally do and pick out, I want only red, so I got to dig through. It's nice because they're packaged up by color in this one. Great for shaker cards and for your holiday projects and that sort of thing. So I think I'm looking around at my disaster zone in here and I think that I made it through everything, everything that I got. So thank you so much for joining today. I hope that you enjoyed seeing lots of good new things coming. Again, demonstrators, if you're interested in joining as a demonstrator, if you are not yet, now is a good time to join because you can put these products in your starter kit. Starter kits are $99 and ship for free, and you get to pick $125 worth of merchandise in your starter kit. So definitely awesome to join. And then you can also, you can pre-order things, and otherwise customer ordering opens up on the 4th of August. So definitely awesome. And it's a great catalog. And again, if you're a customer of mine, I'll be mailing out catalogs just as quickly as I can. I'm not sure why comments all of a sudden stop, but so yeah, I'll be mailing out the catalogs just as soon as I get them. I'm hoping that they will ship out yet either today or tomorrow. So hopefully I'll have them soon and I can get them back out to you. So thanks again for joining me today and for putting up with me for an hour and 20 minutes. So it's an awesome catalog and lots of great products in it. Thanks for joining today, and I will plan to hop on my YouTube channel live tomorrow with an actual card. And I think I'm definitely going to be playing with some of the new stuff. So, all right, thanks again for joining. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon.